Hello? Hello? Brad? Anybody? Are you here yet? Brad? Babe, you here? Anyone? Oh, come on, I'm already late. I would have figured at least somebody would be here. You know, you try to throw a Halloween party and suddenly a plague hits and nobody decides to show up, even though you found a perfectly splendid abandoned murder cabin in the middle of Michigan all to yourself. Oh, this is the worst day in the history of forever, in the history of lives, in the history of this year. Ugh. Well, I guess if Brad won't be here, I can't actually tell him my innermost desires like I'd planned and give of myself to him. Oh, God, this is the worst. What a dump. Sheesh. Like somebody could at least clean. Oh, I don't think so. Yuck. Well, what's that? Oh, it's glowing. It almost looks like I shouldn't touch it.
Oh, well, hello, monsters and mortals, and welcome to the final night of Be Kind Rewind Blood Moon, a fundraising choose-your-own-adventure extravaganza. Oh, can you just die? Streaming live from the Ringwald Theatre. A special thank you to Brandy Jo Planbeck and the Ringwald Theatre, as we would not be able to stream this to you safely to your own home without them. Round of applause. We'd also like to give a giant shout out to all of you who gave submissions for this show. Your ghost stories gave us chills, it made us excited, and honestly, we wouldn't have a show, literally, without you. So you get a round of applause as well. All right. Now, as this is a fundraising extravaganza, any donation that you can give to our PayPal or Cash App, which will be scrolling across the screen in just a moment, will be greatly appreciated and go towards keeping us creepy at a screen near you. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let me introduce myself. I am Thoth. I am the Word made flesh. I am the ancient storyteller. I am the voice that whispers ever so softly on the wind and makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. See, you and I, we are very old friends. Yes, we are. Oh, we've been knowing each other for a long time. Don't worry if you did not recognize me at first. I did get a haircut. Now, I did mention earlier that this is a choose your own adventure. What does that mean? Well, I have the power right here in the palm of my hand. See, I can unpause.
On a second thought, that beautifully enticing cup looks like it's a bit ominous. Maybe I shouldn't touch it.
And pause the scene at will. And when I pause the scene later on, see, that's when you will make your choice. Don't worry, guys. I'm watching and I'll wait. And I'll explain all of that later when we get to that point. I think it's about time to get back to the show now, don't you? I should probably unpause Babs. They get stuck like that if you leave them there for too long.
Ugh. But on a second thought, it's really enticing and very difficult to want to not touch. Ooh. All kinds of cool designs all around. Yeesh. What's with this? Oh, man. A creepy looking lighthouse. I wonder, oh, and it looks like it's got a little light up on the side. Probably shouldn't play it. Let's see, some dark hourglass sands. Ooh, who keeps stuff like this? What's this book? Wow, looks like a Michigan horror classic. Yeesh. Let's see here. What do we got? Ooh, it's kind of gross to touch. It looks like it's written in some kind of Latin. God, who writes on their vacation? Let's see what we got here. Dear Diary, another day in Hell, Michigan. Real original joke there, bud. All right, so Hell, Michigan. Let's see.
Ah! What are you doing
I have every right to be here. I have permission, thank you very much. And who the hell do you think you are, sneaking up on people in the middle of abandoned murder cabins in the middle of Michigan on Halloween night?
Who do you have permission from?
That is none of your business, but I would like to say the owners of this cabin gave me permission, thank you, my uncle's, aunt's, sister's, niece's, nephew, surrogate mother twice removed, let me be here because she is babysitting tonight.
Interesting. That's
So
a
babysitter.
suspiciously
She's kind of
distant relative.
more of a nanny, not a babysitter, but you know.
So you're somehow related to Edgar and Shirley Lotus.
Yup, love Edgar and Shirley. They are just the best sweethearts.
Really?
Those two.
Yeah, they are. But what's the name of their dog?
Their dog?
Yeah,
Their
it's
dog.
a great
That's
dog.
such a
You know,
great
what's
dog.
his name?
That old spotted yeller Rex
No.
dog of theirs.
No. Trick question. They're cat people.
Oh,
Oh.
you always gotta be, right?
Yeah, I know. Someone has to be. Ask Bowie.
Well, fine. I didn't actually get permission to be here. I saw it in a listing on my mom's real estate business, but I didn't know it was going to be abandoned tonight and figured it wouldn't have any harm to have, you know, my boyfriend over, with whom I am going steady and with whom I planned to give of myself tonight.
Interesting. That's lovely, but you need to leave.
Okay. First of all, you really need to work on the manners thing. You know, just throw that out there.
Maybe time is of the essence.
Second of all,
Yeah.
I completely understand, but I have just as much right to be in here as you do. Do I know you? I'm sorry, don't you go to Bates High?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. You sit behind me in Gov, because we are clearly both two high school students.
Clearly, very
Okay.
obviously.
But you're behind me in Gov, right?
Gov, chemistry, history 101.
Oh, wow. That is
composition.
a lot of classes without assigned seating for you to be sitting behind me. Everyone's
Yeah, it is, but it's also a lot of classes without assigned seating in a school full of jerks who really hate classes.
Seriously, what is everyone hating glasses for some reason?
I
in this
don't
town?
know.
Right?
It's weird. They complete the outfit. It's so
Seriously,
strange.
that is a great observation, Stephen.
Kevin.
Yes, okay, whatever. I'm just going to say it. You know, honestly, since I am the new girl in town, clearly, I had no idea that glasses would be such a thing and that they would be such a effort, like make my whole face deformed or whatever.
Apparently. Oh, this is really weird. It's been a little while since I've been back at the cabin, but
Right.
the decor is this is
Creepy.
not.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. It is creepy. It's also out of character. It's just not Edgar and Shirley's thing. I mean,
they're old people, right? Like, you know, old people have things that they collect.
yeah, not
dolls
Edgar and
weird-
Shirley. I mean, you should see like go out to the tool shed. It is totally neat and tidy.
Oh, I'm sure it is
Perfect.
as fun as the Texas Chainsaw Tool Shed sounds tonight. I think I'll take a rain check there, but seriously,
Okay,
there are some
okay,
weird
that's-
stuff.
that's
I mean,
fair.
like books in Latin? Who reads on their vacation?
Who writes on their vacation?
Seriously, any kind of composition, just
Yeah. Look,
gross.
this is great and all, but this is really what is?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. A giant crate full of old school VHS tapes. What?
Wow, and some kind of wipe. Yeah. Wow, that is bizarre. Not something I've ever seen here before.
Really?
but,
Well, that's kind of exciting.
I do love VHS. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you pop it in and you get coming to home video soon.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. And it kind of speeds up when you
Yeah.
rewind it till you get that click.
Yeah, that's great.
So much fun. Oh, we should
but-
totally watch a couple of these.
Or maybe we could do something else that
I
involves
mean,
you leaving. That could
yeah.
work.
You're really on that one note there. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But
There are reasons,
there's some
but you know, we hopefully won't get to them.
Some really good options in here. Just throwing it out there.
What else could we do rather than look at those tapes? I wonder.
What are your feelings on Truth or Dare?
Oh, I like that one.
Great.
Dare. I dare you to go.
That's fun and not how Truth or Dare works at all, so you forfeit your turn. I know we'll play Truth or Dare with these. I dare you to...
All right, ladies and germs, here we go. Let me tell you a little something. There are a couple of things that you just should not do on Halloween or even the day after Halloween. One, you really shouldn't play with a Ouija board. I mean, seriously, has anybody ever seen a movie? I mean, and a lot of us really don't realize that like humanity is mostly illiterate morons who don't know much about anything. So try having a yes or no conversation with somebody who thinks like that. No. Number two, you don't play Bloody Mary. Do not mess with that woman. Not to mention the fact that she has absolutely no sense of humor. Honestly, I think I'm the funniest person that I know. Told her to joke the other day. No laugh. Stone face. She's so strange. And raised Catholic. Weird thing about mirrors. And I hear you're not supposed to say her name more than 3 times. Now me, you can say my name as much as you want. I'd love to hear that. And number 3. Truth or Dare. You absolutely should never play Truth or Dare, even though it is my favorite. So, do you want to play a game? Alrighty, so we are going to play a game. Let's see what's going to happen next here.
I dare you to watch one of these tapes with me.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I mean, maybe we
Come
could
on,
instead
Good ones
watch
in here.
the Ibis Murder Marathon on Channel 13.
I mean, that sounds fun and all, but honestly, bro, I don't think that they would have this giant box of VHS tapes in such a old school TV if they had access to cable. So I'm gonna guess that's probably not an option. Plus, I bet there's some porn in here. What do you think?
Speaking of services for money, hello everyone. My name is Nick Rowley. I'm the executive director of the Ibis and one of the 3 founders of the company. And we have been around since June. We've done some really great work, one of which was our first production, which went up in August. It was called We Closed, and we'd like to show you some highlights of that now.
Hello, my name is Simone Elizabeth Montclair, founder, president, and CEO of Pitch Pink. Welcome. You have been chosen from millions of American girls to unleash your princess potential and turn your passion into perfection. Pitch Pink is the place for you to embrace your entrepreneurial spirit and turn your hobby into your career. With Pink proteges in over 30 Fortune 500 companies and the hottest influencers in social media, you have the power to become the woman you always knew you could be. Your initial low deposit fee of $900 is due by the 31st to book your spot today. So welcome to Pitch Pink and perfecting the princess within.
Welcome back, brothers. We reunite in the name of humanity, in the name of the final scions of freedom. Know this, we are Legion. We are one. We are change, and change is already here. I come before you today to remind you of the ease of which the masses are manipulated. A word or two in the right place, and they can be brought to your will. These people will follow whatever trend you want. You simply have to use the right hashtag. Follow these principles, my brothers. Click below to subscribe, and I will share with you the other secrets towards our ultimate goal: liberation of the free-thinking man. We will no longer be subjected to the tyranny of those who would subdue the globe.
Welcome back to the show that puts you in the home kitchens of Canada's favorite cooks, pitting them against each other until there's only one left standing. It's Cooking Canucks. Next up, welcome Zakiya Cornell, executive chef of Calgary's own Chez Marie. When she's not running the line with her show-stopping takes on Canadian favorites, she's at home painting with her girlfriend and imagining new ways of elevating comfort food up to the next level.
I'm here for the food, the flavor, and first place.
How was it? I'm not like you're not afraid.
Afraid of what? What, that you could die? Jesus Christ. What have you got left to die for?
Nothing.
Hey y'all. So glad everybody is getting along so well. Last but not least, for our next special guest, drum roll please. Her. Her. Her.
Is this it?
This is it.
Okay. It's kind of hot. I guess that makes sense. So this is everybody?
This is everybody.
Okay. Okay. So hi, I'm Simone Elizabeth Montclair, and it's nice to meet everybody.
Hey there. I'm Suko.
Zakiya Rhea Cornell. My parents were hippies.
Hi.
So Simone, it's beautiful. Where does that name come from?
My name? Really? Oh, I don't know. I barely remember. My parents gave it to me, you know.
Oh, stop it. Really?
Really? Sometimes I just kill myself.
Terrific stuff. And with your generosity, we can continue to make more of them. The PayPal and Cash App are scrolling along the bottom of the screen now. Magnificent. And so, let's find out if there is porn in that crate. And we're back.
So what do you think, man?
I'm not really seeing any porn, or at least I hope with these titles they're not.
Yeah, I hope not either. I mean, Grave Matters Part 1? Summer Camp Cabin 13? I mean, maybe? Some 70s stuff, I guess?
I mean, possibly.
Let's go over those names again together, shall we? Summer Camp Cabin 13 or Grave Matters Part 1.
Oh, it's almost as though they repeated those titles so you out in the audience could hear what they said. It is time to start that choose your own adventure extravaganza, y'all. So we have got Summer Camp Cabin 13 and Grave Matters Part 1. So this is your chance to vote. Give me a smiley face for Summer Camp and give me a thumbs up for Grave Matters Part 1. Put those in the comments and I'll tally up your options. We've got smiley face for Summer Camp and thumbs up for Grave Matters. Now, while I wait for this delay to catch up with what I just asked you to do, I'm going to take this moment to remind you that this is a fundraising extravaganza for our scrappy little theater that we just started in June. So anything that you guys can give will literally help. Anything. $1 will help our tiny little theater. So thank you all for anything you have already given or anything you may give, even if you just share this to somebody. Looks like we've got some votes in, guys. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for Grave Matters.
So, what do you think, my dude?
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, you're definitely taking too long with
Go
that.
grave
so
matters.
I'm gonna say grave matters.
Okay.
All right, good job, Steven. We'll get there on.
I grew up with a grave in my backyard. The inscription is nearly impossible to make out, but the first words are "our pet." Because of this, my mom always told me it was for a dog. But the name on it is John R., and the year is 1883. Nobody made graves for dogs in 1883. Growing up, I locked myself away in countless fantasy worlds that I created in my head. I read voraciously, devouring characters, trading pieces of my soul for theirs. Because of this, I carry their names with me. I've become an artist, a storyteller. The trade-off is that their stories are a part of my work, always. There are very few people who tried to make this world bearable. Living with a bunch of ghosts is vastly preferable to living in isolation. For years, the story of the grave took different forms. It, and the spirits connected to it, played different roles in each of the worlds I created. The truth is, it's for a baby, and he never lived on this property. The grave was originally in a cemetery miles away from here. In that same plot lays his mother. She died within months of him, and she shot herself. The newspaper clipping just said that she was insane. I went to the PPD was not well understood back then. As it is, I can't even be sure that's what she had. I went to the graveyard. I made contact with her, and every time we asked her about her baby, she would only spell out the word B-A-D over and over again. No other communication. I've not found her to be a friendly spirit. I guess she didn't have any ghosts to save her. Because I had ghosts, I am alive. Their story is my story. Their voice is my voice. That's how you save a life. That's how you create a ghost.
Wow, that was some Midnight Society kind
Woo,
of shit.
straight
Wow.
up submitted for the approval of.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh my God, I should totally let Brad know. Oh, he's not going. Oh no, do you have a fundraiser, bro?
Do I look like I have anything?
I don't know, man. You might have a pocket hidden in there somewhere. Yeah.
You have
Oh my God! Will you check it out? The
Wow.
Ibis Theatre Company, one of my favorite little local theater companies, is putting on an online live streamed marathon right now. That's amazing. Let's check it out. Oh my God!
They're awfully close to one another.
And they are not wearing masks.
No.
And I am seeing a lot of interaction in general.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I am feeling every single trigger nerve in me being activated right now. And I'm about to hit that comment section real hard. Okay. On a second thought, maybe I should take a step back and reflect on the fact that I don't have all the information about this at the moment.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
I may not have all the facts about how this production is going.
That's true.
So if I were to comment right now before having said facts, it might make me come across as, well, non-supportive. That'd be interesting.
That would be, yeah.
You know what is interesting though? It looks like these people are basically doing this because they've been quarantining together over the last 6 months because they don't have any other friends and they just sort of see each other, which is kind of pathetic.
Well, that seems like a harsh assessment, but probably accurate.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think this is a lot of information coming to light at this moment. I'm going to rethink my assessment and delete my comment.
Good thinking, Babs.
Not
Good
necessary.
thinking, Babs.
Yeah, I'm being
yeah,
responsible.
now this is great,
And that's
but-
the last thing my phone will ever do now because it's dead forever.
Oh, wow, that is terrible, and I feel for you greatly.
Brad, she'll
but
never come for me.
you know, maybe you could go out and find him. Maybe you could leave and go find Brad.
I can't leave. Why do you keep
Why
insisting I
can't
have
you
to
leave?
leave? Can't leave if you let me get out because I may or may not have picked up a hitchhiker on the way here. And they
What?
may or may not be in the kitchen right now because they may or may not be a ghost.
Okay, it is Halloween, or possibly the day after.
Right.
It all blends.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it seems to me
Yeah.
that maybe that wasn't the best thing to do on a night like this.
That seems like a very judgmental assessment. You don't have all the facts. This poor guy was standing in there in the rain and the thunder. It was snowing this morning, man. Good Lord, he was just shivering there by the side of the road, and he looked like he had no one in the whole world who knew him. And I figured, he just looked so hungry, and I was feeling hungry and in a hurry, so I just picked him up and figured I'd give him a ride. And then he turned out translucent, and he started attacking me in my car. And now I sort of woke up in this cabin, and I didn't really remember getting here, but I'm pretty sure he's still tied up in the kitchen. I think.
Okay, that's a whole mess of exposition there. But
yeah, that's fair.
But let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
maybe we should deal with that first, and then possibly we could watch another tape. But
yeah, I'm feeling tape first. Kind of getting in binge mode, my dude. So let's see what else we got here.
all right. What else did we find?
Ooh, we got some really good ones here. We've got, it looks like It's All in the Family.
Okay.
Or Phantom Collection Unit.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds exciting. All right, ladies and germs, it's time for that second choice. We have smiley faces for It's All in the Family, or thumbs up for Phantom Collection Unit. Smiley faces for It's All in the Family in the comments, and thumbs up for Phantom Collection Unit. All right. So I want to say a shout out to everyone's who's here right now while you're voting. I see Tracy. Hi, Tracy. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's see. I see Brandy Joe supporting it all the way as possible. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I've got a Bridget Gappa on here. You've been here all weekend, Bridget. Holler to you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I got a Tom. Well, hello, Tom. Thank you for joining us as well. Alrighty, it looks like the votes are in, and though it is not unanimous, we do have a winning vote. Smiley faces for It's All in the Family.
Okay, let's do It's All in the Family.
Ooh.
Maybe there's piano playing or something.
Game of Thrones style, I think.
Oh.
So my mom is actually from Pennsylvania. I'm from Tennessee. When she was growing up in Pennsylvania, she moved into a house near a naval base, and the house was perfectly fine. There was just something really weird about her room. In her room, everything was at like a very, very low height. The doorknob was very low. The light switch was very low. The closet was a bit different than normal. It had different dimensions. Whatever. That's the first thing that she noticed. So one night, my mom is downstairs with my grandmother, getting her hair brushed out because she's younger, and her brothers sneak up to her room to try and scare her or play a prank on her or something. So they see her sitting at the end of the bed, which is weird because my mom is downstairs. They see her sitting at the end of the bed, brushing her hair, and they go to scare her, and she disappears. And right after she disappears, the lights go out, and the cover of the bed comes flying at them. They run screaming down the stairs to see my mom downstairs, and they freak out. And that's like the first of many, many weird things. The most prevalent thing was whenever they left for a vacation or for like an extended stay somewhere else, they would come back, the lights would be on, doors would be unlocked, weird like leaves and like footprints would be inside, and they had their neighbor watching their house and no one went in. It just happened overnight right before they came back. So it gets weirder and weirder and weirder, and things like that keep happening. They keep seeing her and then disappearing. So they contact the old owners of the house and ask if they've seen anything weird. And the old owner just like starts spilling the beans. She's like, I wanted to tell you this before you bought the house. There was a little girl in a wheelchair. The house caught fire. The girl died. Weird things have been happening in there ever since I've owned it. And it scared me, so I had to sell it. I didn't want to live there anymore. So that's the story of when my mom was younger. Fast forward to when I'm younger, it still happens. Every time we would go on vacation with my mom, we'd come back, the lights would be on, the doors would be unlocked, they'd be open sometimes, and the same story. We had our neighbors watching, no one weird ever came in, and the lights would still be on, the doors would still be open, there'd be like footprints or like leaves from outside inside the house. And so this happens to everybody on my mom's side of the family. And some of them still see her. For whatever reason, it doesn't mess with me that much, as much as the other people on my mom's side of the family. But I had one really weird experience personally. So in college, the way I made money was doing ghost tours of historical areas. So historical downtown Knoxville, sometimes historical downtown Memphis, when I was, on the other side of the state. And the whole time I did ghost tours, I've seen maybe one or two weird things. And I can't really explain this, but one night I was taking a tour through a graveyard with some historical figures in it. Nothing ever happens here. It's just like a get them creeped out and ready to go on a ghost tour kind of stop. And the street light goes out. And I've never seen anything like that before, and I can't explain it, but I knew it was the same thing that had been turning off the lights in the house and messing with all of my family members. I just knew somehow. It was a really weird feeling. And I never did a ghost tour again. That was my last night. And now I refuse to have anything to do with ghosts. It's kind of funny because my fiance sees ghosts. He's kind of a medium, and I absolutely refuse to acknowledge anything ghostly, and it has stopped happening to me, and I am very happy because that was the scariest moment of my life, just standing in a graveyard underneath a street light that's always been on, and it just clicks.
Ooh, that's
a literal
spooky.
ghost light.
A literal ghost light. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is.
Oh,
wow.
man, but like intergenerational ghost light.
Wow, yeah.
Ooh,
What is
Oh, what's wrong with your
your face?
Nothing's wrong with
No,
my face.
no,
What's
my
wrong with
face
your
is
face?
No. You
can't let you see me like this.
No, you can't see me like this.
Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean you can't see me like this? What do you-
I know. What do you mean? Wait. Like no, you have to go right now.
Yeah,
because
no, I think you should leave right now, my dude. Like, this
I've
is
been
probably not
telling
a good
you,
idea to do
like
right
I
now
said,
at
so
all.
we're in agreement. You need to go.
Now that seems like the best idea right now, and like any logical, rational human being would make that choice.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
However-
They would totally do that.
However, in this moment, I'm feeling like we should just ignore all gut instinct right now
Uh-huh.
and just watch another tape. What do you think?
Despite the fact
Uh-huh.
that makes zero sense,
Absolutely unintelligible.
I absolutely agree because, you know, we're hormonal teenagers who are still in high school.
Stupid idiot kids who don't know jack from
Yeah, and it's
jack.
almost as if
Uh-huh.
this is just a contrivance to keep us in the cabin. Like, say the writer just wanted us to be here and
for no reason
for no
whatsoever
reason,
or
yeah.
motivation.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
It's almost like they were writing it and then lost steam halfway through and just got tired and just threw it in for no.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luna Alexander, and I'm the artistic director here and one of the co-founders at the Ibis Theatre. You've just joined us for one of our absolute favorite horror traditions, when the horror story stops making sense whatsoever in the third act. With that, we have a lot of other storytelling traditions that we love to celebrate here at the Ibis. One of our favorites was started up this last month with our Fireside Fridays. Every Friday, we gather together with ourselves and maybe invite a couple friends to tell stories around a virtual fire. We find that storytelling is a huge tradition of Detroit's, and we love celebrating it with different stories from cultures all over the world and real-life accounts, some of which you just saw. So with that, we put a couple of clips together with some of our favorite moments over the last few months. Please check it out. I think you're going to enjoy. We're looking at doing a weekly series where we come hang out, enjoy some cider and donuts and the fall things in life, because it's fall.
Exactly. And what's better at this time of year than gathering around a gigantic fireplace?
Massive.
Ow. A gigantic fireplace and telling stories, because, you know, that's where stories often happen, around the fireplace.
Or in it, if you're a borrower, which
we
today.
Apparently are.
This was kind of intended. We're all busy folks, and this was a really great way to get us all together, hanging out in front of a fire. Or in one, because we're borrowers again this week.
Again, we're very small. We're small, tiny people.
Little
So that's always delightful.
but we wanted three of us.
You're back.
Three of us.
Hey. Oh my God.
She disappeared for a minute. That was
Okay.
Magic.
All right.
Magic.
I thought you were taken by a curse. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was happening.
I know. You guys.
All right,
Transylvania
y'all.
was
So,
pulling me back.
Without further ado, we're going to do the first story of the night, and that is my story. And when doing my research, I was immediately enamored by the story, and I could not help but tell this one. He comes home. This one is about. He finds the most beautiful woman he has ever seen, cleaning his house, cooking his food, taking care of his kids. Like, he's like, okay, I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna go with it. So he goes, he looks at her and he's like, I want to ask all these questions, but I'm not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna ask, what's your name? She says, my name is Mara. And we go on from there. They are such best friends. They go hunting. He sees this woman in all of her magical glory, galloping through the forest. She's incredible. She looks like a freaking gazelle, right? And she's beautiful and she's powerful. And he's just like, this is my woman. This is my woman. He's just, he's pumped. He's pumped, right? So
our sheik finally has a huge feast and invites our man Warner into his tent, and he presents him this gift. And his gift is in a beautiful golden carved box. And he opens the lid, and inside is the tiny, shriveled, bony hand of a mummy. She looked at him with eyes that burned across millennia. And then she took her hands, her right a horrid ruined stump oozing with black bile, and thrust it into the fire. There was a huge eruption, a bang, a whisper. She looked at him, smiled.
You could feel its breath if it breathed. And it raises a hand and it places a hand on his shoulder and it says, Tag, you're it! Now I have no
We're
idea.
talking about Brendan Fraser in The Mummy again.
And Rachel Weisz.
And
yes.
Rachel Weisz. So take that, Bembridge Scholars, and and don't end up on the wrong side of the river. That's the end of my story.
That was a beautiful story.
Beautiful.
Thank you guys. Thank you for telling stories with me tonight.
I love you
Yes.
guys.
It was awesome. Thank you for joining us for stories tonight, everybody.
Thank you. We're really pleased that you could join us.
Well, hey guys, thank you again for checking out that section. We hope you join us for our next Fireside Fridays. Yes, we will be continuing past our traditional spooky season and incorporating other stories from around the world, especially as we get closer to Thanksgiving and Christmas. So very exciting stuff. Thank you again for being here and joining us for our storytelling times. And time in!
Yeah, okay, so since we're going to be doing the marathon and stuff, I guess we need to find another tape.
That probably would make a lot of sense.
It would, wouldn't it?
So, okay, we got a couple good ones. We got Rena in the Tree,
Ooh.
or we have the Night Marchers of Hawaii.
Ooh, that sound.
Oh, it's so exciting. It is the final choice of the night, y'all. So, and I do want to take a moment to say we've got Night Marchers of Hawaii. That's going to be a smiley face. And we have Rena and the Tree, which will be a thumbs up. That's Night Marchers of Hawaii with a smiley face, and Rena and the Tree with a thumbs up. Now, again, because of the delay, you and I, we just going to get to know each other a little better, aren't we? I'd like to do a shout out to everyone who's watching this show a little bit later than when we actually started the live time. If you're a little bit behind other people and you vote and your vote doesn't get counted, I apologize. It's because I didn't see it. But you know what? That's okay, because this is all about live entertainment. It's all about not knowing what's going to happen next, and that's what's exciting. Oh man, we've got three smiley faces. Looks like the winner sound's gonna be Hawaiian Night Marchers.
You know, my dude, I think we've had a lot of differences tonight, but we can clearly come together.
I believe so, and I do enjoy pineapple on a pizza.
Or fruit and Parmesan. What is not to love? Night
I
Marchers
know.
of Hawaii. Let's do
All right,
it.
let's watch that.
So I want to talk to you about the Night Marchers of Hawaii. So basically, the Night Marchers are ghostly warriors that protect a spirit king who is stuck in the land of the living, even though he's dead. So back in ancient Hawaii, kings would have to travel with these entourages of warriors and drums and standard bearers, right? Because if you looked the king in the eye, it meant you were challenging him, and he would have to kill you right there. This put the kings in a tough spot because they couldn't kill every commoner that they came across. So they would have to announce their arrival with these drums. So people would have time to get out of the path, lay down in the dirt, and not look up at the king. So back in ancient Hawaii, they believed to get to the land of the dead, also known as Lua Umilu, you would have to jump off of the island at a specific point. On the island I grew up on, that point was in Waipio Valley. Waipio Valley was a pretty popular tourist spot, so a lot of people went there. A lot of people went camping there. Now, if you couldn't get to the jumping off spot in time, your spirit was cursed to wander. Sometimes they say forever. Now, the kings, if they were cursed, would wander with their entourage of spirit warriors who would still have that order to kill you if you looked the king in the eye. So, the legend was, if you heard drumming when you're out on one of the ancient trails or camping, that you should run into the bushes and put your face down into the dirt so that you wouldn't be killed by the night marchers. So I never believed in it, but my friend told me this story. He said they went camping down in Waipio Valley. It was a long hike, and they got down to the bottom, made their camp, made their fire, started to cook a nice meal, and sooner or later they started talking story and telling ghost stories and things like that. Well, they realized it was super dark, so they're getting ready to go to bed. They started to hear the drumming. It got louder and louder, and my friend said, "Oh, this must be the night marchers. We got to put our face in the dirt." So they did so, and he said that he shoved his face as hard as he could down into the ground so he wouldn't even think about looking up in the direction of the spirits. The drumming got louder and louder, and the marching got louder and louder, and soon enough the bushes around him started to shake, and he heard what he thought was like a couple dozen people going through his campsite. And then sooner or later the marching and the noise faded away into the distance. And I said to my friend, I was like, "Come on, man, somebody was pulling a prank on you." And he said, "No, when his face was down in the dirt, he kind of gave it a side eye and glanced up just a little bit. And he said that when the people was marching through their campsite, their feet never touched the ground." I don't believe that kind of stuff, but I never went back to camp in Waipio Valley again.
Yeah, good call on not going back to that valley.
No kidding.
Wow.
Man.
I just
All the kind. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you should really go right now.
Yeah, but you know what? In this light, you look great, man.
Well, thank you. That's really, wow, nice of you to say it. Just, whew, it's getting hot in here. Ooh, is it just me or does it smell meaty? Like man meat.
Oh, right here, baby.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, why don't you just stay right there, you snack?
Yeah. Why don't you just come join me?
Not that I wouldn't love to at the moment, but no, I can't. I'm sorry. You have to leave it for your own safety. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I hate you. I wish you'd never come here tonight.
This seems very sudden. This is what?
Well, I think you're disgusting. I think you're gross. I think you should leave. I think your glasses make you look deformed. And I think that, honestly, it would never work between us because you're you and I'm me and the world is what it is. And Bates High School would never accept a pretty popular girl like me.
So there we are. So you're just another Barbie girl. You're just like that woman that bit me in Korea before my dad got us all back this way.
Wow, that sounds like a story that needs a lot more explanation.
Probably does, but I don't know that we have time. But anyway, she was, well, I really did try to warn you.
Yeah,
I did.
You did.
But
several times.
I'm just going to
main theme of the night. Oh, are you okay, my dude? Are you okay? Oh, wait. Oh. Where'd you go?
Yeah, I told you, you couldn't see me like this, so I'm hiding in the dark.
Oh, you are hiding in the dark. Are you okay? Oh my God, little fella. You look awful hairy, my dude. Are you okay?
I told you! You know that woman that bit me? She wasn't just any woman. She was a fox.
Wow, that sounds like it has a lot more info to it.
9 tails.
Not 9?
Yeah, 9 tails. It's a weird thing.
It's a very specific
It's
number.
a very specific number for a very specific creature.
Okay.
If only a premier cable channel had recently featured it on their most popular show.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure the country would have loved the craft that they had put into that. Yeah.
Just love that craft.
Love that craft, the whole country.
Well,
Yeah,
let's do
no,
it.
she was a nine-tailed fox, a gameo.
A gameo?
Yeah, just a nightmare creature.
That's.
And now, look at me.
Yeah.
Nine-tailed.
Wow. All of
Wow.
them. Just so much math.
I know.
Ah.
You know what else is math?
What?
It's time.
Yes.
What's the time, Mr. Fox?
I don't know. I don't have a watch.
Dinner time!
Hold on.
What?
I think this fox got in the wrong hen house
What?
because I'm feeling hungry. Like the wolf!
Oh, you have got to be kidding me!
Oh, well, darling, I never kid when it comes to how good I look in fur.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Wait. This could be good. You see? You made me understand.
No, I'm hungry, girl. Come on.
Yeah, no.
A lot of
Hold on.
negotiating.
Yeah, you
Okay.
wait.
Mhm.
Maybe
Mhm.
this is good. You understand. You understand what it's like. That feeling like you're full, like a
hunger?
Like a hunger, yes.
Transformation.
Yes.
Oh, the sweet scent of prey in the night.
Yes.
Oh, that cold crisp of waking up in a car wash after finding yourself next to a Denny's covered in blood at 4 a.m.
Okay, not that one. Not that one. That one might still be you.
Or the knowledge that you just have to keep lying to your parents about this once a month, and the ravages of puberty only cut it for so long. Man.
Oh God, yeah. No, I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, I know I've been shaving for the third time today.
Seriously, man. Ever
Yeah.
since I came back from that school trip to Transylvania,
All right.
dude, my periods have just not been the same.
Wow, yeah, I can imagine that. Light,
It's been bad.
medium, heavy, lycanthrope.
It's been
yeah,
bad,
I
dude.
can see that be. Yeah.
All right, I'm still suspicious, and you're still negotiating an awful lot, but maybe this could be a friendship?
Ooh, a forever friends?
Forever friends?
Oh my God! Ooh, I like that. Forever friends, yes. Okay, so that could work. So, my place is study group, your place for movie night.
All right,
Yeah.
You know, Kevin, you're gonna have to.
Oh,
I understand. I'm paying attention, darling. I see you. I'm just throwing it out there, man. You don't have to make it weird. Just saying.
Okay, but no, seriously, this is good. This is really good.
It is good. This is great.
It is good.
Good
No more
friendship is
fighting
awesome.
people for like you. I mean, you know, we can look after each other's stacks of clothes. Like we know where they are.
Yeah, like you gotta hide a couple caches around town just in case you get
Yeah.
caught. People think that werewolves are really terrible at planning around the full moon.
Right.
Not
No,
so, man. It's just people
no.
mess up with your plans.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
backpack
Those
and
damn
clothes.
free cycle people. Ooh, I found some clothes.
Seriously, man, it's the worst.
Wow.
Are you feeling hungry?
I am a little.
I'm feeling peckish. I don't know if you remember, but I happen to have a hitchhiker tied up in the
Yeah.
kitchen who may or may not be a ghost.
Well, you know what, Babs? They all are. They all are. Come on, let's eat.
Oh, well, wasn't that just beautiful? I just love a beautiful coming of age story with two students who are clearly still in high school. Don't you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight for Be Kind Rewind Blood Moon, a fundraising choose your own adventure extravaganza / experiment. So thank you guys for participating and giving your likes and your comments. We really appreciate it. And you helped create this whole thing. You helped make this happen. Now, hi. My name is Victoria Weatherspoon, and I am the operations director and one of the co-founders here at the Ibis Theatre. I just want to say that this process has been absolutely incredible. We have had so much fun creating all of these different kinds of artworks and streaming live theater to you guys. We've been breaking new ground and doing new things, and it's been exciting and terrifying and everything you could possibly think of, creating something new. And one of the things that we have created is Beyond the Ghostlight. Beyond the Ghostlight is our monthly segment. It happens once a month on the first Sunday of every month at 6 p.m., streaming live online. And it's where we talked with different kinds of artists of all different mediums. We have spoken with the creators of Call of the Void podcast. We have spoken with John Schroyer, who is a special effects makeup artist. We have spoken with the flagship cast of We Close, and we have spoken with some horror aficionado professional extraordinaires like Roy Sexton and Brandy Joe Plambic. And we have coming up next on November 8th, next Sunday, Brett and Drew Pierce, who are the creators of the movie The Wretched. It came out in May. It's a COVID pandemic hit. It is crazy what this thing has been doing. So take a look at some of our previous Ghost Lights and what's coming up next.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Ghostlight.
Hello, all of you tots and terrors. Hello, everyone.
Hey!
The eyesight was the first thing to go while we're all listening to a podcast.
Yes. These monsters are beautiful. They're just so rich. A beautiful human experience and so poetic.
Oh no! Like she just got, and they believed it. They believed that something had truly horrific had happened, and it was just incredible to see such a visceral reaction so fast, right?
So I thought I would, take over the thing, and we can have this nice little chat here. And it's nice here. Nick's on the floor right now. I think he'll be all right. He'll be.
I would say the thing that made me fall in love with horror in the beginning was my dad scaring me every chance he could get. Which made me want to scare other people.
911 Street Front Fours, where, I remember seeing it in the theater. And we shouldn't have been allowed to see that, but,
I realized that the effect that type of art can have on someone is immeasurable, and it can be a really, really powerful medium to kind of sneak stuff in under the radar.
House of Wax screwed me up, still does to this day.
I grew up watching Twilight Zone, but I enjoy horror movies. I love really good ones and really horrible ones. I even enjoy Human Centipede, which no one enjoys, but I've enjoyed those.
Let it go, let it go. We're talking about Disney movies, right? That's what we're here to do today.
Yeah, and I think I just loved that visceral feeling I got, that oh my God, I'm so scared I can't get up and turn off the TV because we didn't have remote controls when I was a child. And just that ride it took me on was so exciting.
Learning that there are bad things in the world, I sound like Sondheim again, helps you go, okay, I will be an adult at one point and I will be watching the news and it will freak me out. But if I've got some humor about it and I know witches can't really get me, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be fine, you're stronger as a result of it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, neighbor. You see anything weird outside your house, you tell me, all right?
Dad, Mom's being weird.
Mom's always been weird. What are you doing up here?
Don't let her in.
My son likes to play hide and seek. Can you bring him down?
I didn't say he was here.
You're a very stupid boy.
Can I help you? Is Dylan home?
Dylan, down here, baby.
You know, your son Dylan? I don't have a son. He had no idea who I was talking about.
Listen to mommy. Stay, Dylan.
He's gone. I know it. I'd like to report a missing kid.
Are you okay, Ben?
Where is your sister?
I need you to tell me what's going on. Ben!
Wow!
Cannot wait to have them. Again, that is next week, Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on Facebook. Same bat time, same bat location. And we are going to have Brett and Drew Pierce, the creators of the trailer that you just watched, as well as the movie that you can see.
It's gonna be awesome, you guys. I loved this movie when it came out. I'll just throw it out there. I'm a huge fan of practicals. I love old school practicals that are used. Tired of CGI in all my monster movies, and this one delivered in the most delicious, disgusting ways. So
yeah, it
love
looks beautiful. It sounds disgusting. So many cracks and squelches.
Great
and
sound editing.
Awesome and awful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yay, we have a
It's
new word.
awesome.
Yes.
New word.
And you witnessed it right here,
Yes.
live on the Ibis Theatre channel.
And that's the kind of thing that you can expect from the Ibis. So, gives us some cash. Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you to everyone who contributed stories. Thank you, Brandy Joe.
We
Thank
love
you,
you,
the Ringwald.
Ringwald. Woo!
And now,